Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in, liking, subscribing, sharing and all of that good stuff. Now if you're watching this video right now and you haven't subscribed to my channel, you should click that button down below. It's there or there. Follow me on all my social media accounts, which I'll link up in the screen and also in my description box. So yeah, this video I'm going to be talking about ways for you to get past a breakup, or ways I've used to get past breakups, or things I think are helpful for breakups. So if that's something you're interested in, or you've recently, broken up with someone, or someone broke up with you, you should watch this video. Let's get straight into it. So the first thing I would tell you all to do would be to accept the feeling. I know it's going to be hard, it's going to be intense, and I've been through things like that, and I feel like so far the best thing that I have seen work was actually just to accept the feeling. Just accept the fact that your heart is broken, you're feeling the way you're feeling. However, some people feel different things differently. Yeah, so depending on whatever you feel, just accept that and just know that it's still going to get better, even if it takes time. So just learn to accept that. So that is the first thing you need to do. Number 2 would be to cut all ties. I know this is really hard, but I feel like that would be the best thing for you. Actually, before you cut all ties, I think what I noticed is that normally, even when I cut all ties and stuff, there's still like unanswered questions or things that I want to know about why that happened, or why you did what you did. Let's say he cheated on you. Why did you cheat on me? Why did you do all these things to break my heart? I want to know those things. So if I cut ties, I'm still going to be thinking about it. So I think number 2 should be having a conversation about this. So if you've ended up on a bad note, or even if you haven't, I think the first thing to do would be, even if it's via text, even if you don't want to see the person, text the person, ask them the questions you want to ask them. Why did you do this? Like, what was the reason? Was this like, try and figure out all the answers you want to the questions. If the person doesn't answer you, just know you've tried your best. If they answer you, then that's the best thing that can happen, because then you have some form of I won't say clarity, but you feel lighter that you know the answers you want to know, even if they're going to be hard to hear. And then once that has been done, then the third thing would be cut all ties. And this is serious. I'm not talking about say, okay, I'll do this and then don't do this. You need to really do it, even if it's for a year, months, depending on how long it takes you to heal. Even if it's forever, if it's Snapchat, Instagram, all of that, block the person, delete the person off Facebook, delete the person's number, block the person off from any form of contact possible. Delete that or block that, so it's not going to be possible for the person to get hold of you. Because if the contact is still there, then it's going to be harder for you to get over the person. Does that make sense? So I think number 3 will be delete all forms of contact. Number 4 would be brutally honest with yourself. So I know that whenever we're in situations where we've been in breakups and stuff, we tend to always find the worst thing the person has done, or we tend to always blame the other person. It can't be you that caused this, it's the person. So I think that this one is for you to be honest with yourself, so you can move on easier and move on faster. If you're able to tell yourself that I know I did certain things that probably made whatever happened, or I was really bad at communication, I was really bad with this, and it ended up in us breaking up. You should be honest with yourself to take your own fault, or accept your own fault, if that makes sense, of what you did, and that would also help you move on with the situation, and it makes things better for you and gives you a bigger picture of exactly what happened, for you not to repeat that in the future. And number 5 would be try to avoid any form of rebound relationship. I know once you break up with someone, you want someone else to fill that void, you want someone else to talk to, you want someone else to be there for you, and it's easy to fall into the trap of having someone else to fall to. So even if you start talking to somebody else faster than you think, I think the first thing you should do will be to take things slow, and keep in mind that you're dealing with one breakup already, and the possibility of you getting into this rebound relationship and it's ending in another breakup, it's high. And dealing with one breakup is going to be easier than dealing with 2 breakups, so that's left for you to decide. But I feel like try to avoid any rebound situation and spend that time with friends and family and people who care about you, and that will make things definitely easier for you. So I think that's easy to understand. The next one will be do you boo. What the hell did I just do? But yeah, do you. This time it's time for you to just do whatever you want to do. If during that relationship you've always wanted to, I don't know, go climb a mountain, this is the time for you to climb that mountain. Take whatever classes you want to take, do whatever you want to take. Just use that time to do you. Like, I'll use myself as an example. My last breakup before I obviously met my fiance, after that happened, I just took that time to do me, technically. I did my master's, I focused on my relationship with God, I focused on so many things that, you know, made me happy as a person and made me grow, you know, into a, you know, stronger person in general. So I think that that's a very crucial thing for you to just do you. Just do anything possible that makes you happy and try not to focus on that. The last thing I'll tell you to do would be to look at the future. So start thinking about what you want to do in the future. Start thinking about the fact that, you know, this relationship you've had or this, you know, situationship you were in, you know, there's always a lesson to be learned from that, and use whatever you've learned to help you in the future. And also during that process of you trying to figure out what you're doing next, looking at the future, try to understand that you will still think about this person, you will still have those feelings, and that's something that you cannot avoid. Because let's say you guys have been together for a very long time, even if you haven't been together for a very long time, clearly if you're, you know, going through a heartbreak or if you're feeling very vulnerable, that means you really did care about this person. So once in a while you will still think about it, and just know that it's okay to think about it. That doesn't mean that you need to reach out. That doesn't mean that you need to start figuring ways to get back with the person if you think about this person. It's just natural. Just know that, okay, at the end of the day, I'm going to get over this, but I'm working on something better for myself. So it's left for you to decide what you want for yourself, what your future holds, and what's, you know, the kind of, like, I don't know how to put this, but, you know, if it's somebody that did not value you, it's time for you to look at, you know, certain things and certain people in your life that have that good, you know, love for you and value you as a person, and then look for that also in the future. So like I mentioned, use what you've learned from the past relationships to use in the present. And these are just like simple things which probably people know, but I feel like you doing all of that at once would help you get past your breakup faster. And this is something for everybody to know, that there is no, like, you know, proper equation, or there's no formula, a right formula that will say, okay, if you do these steps, you will definitely get past it. Everybody's situation is different. It might take you longer, it might take you faster. But I feel like if you put your mind to it and you do everything that I said, you'll be able to get past this breakup fast. And if you haven't taken anything out of everything I said, I think the one thing you should take would be for you to sit down with this person via text, FaceTime, face to face, and talk about what other, like, leftover emotions you have, whatever feelings you have, whatever questions you have left. Figure that out, ask that person. You guys should talk. So it makes it really, really easy for you to move, you know, past that, for you to be like, okay, regardless of the fact that I feel these things for this person did this to hurt me, or this relationship ended for a reason, and that's the reason. And also, lastly, before I go, is if you break up with someone, please don't get back with the person. Like, I mean, some people it works. They break up with someone and, like, in 10 years after, they find the person and they fall in love, and then, I don't know, they're together forever. But generally speaking, in most cases, it will not work. Like, there's a reason why you guys broke up in the first place. So try not to put yourself through that pain again. So I hope all this was helpful for someone. And if you're going through a breakup and you want to email me, talk to me more about it, you should do that. I'll put my email here. And if you haven't seen my last video, you should check that out, which is going to come up here. And my other video will come up there. I think I did that right. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in my next video.